Hello. How's everybody doing? It is July 10th, 2017. I'm Brandy Joy, and I am going to be reading you some tarot cards for the week of the 10th through the 16th. So we're going to see what's going on there. Hello. Good to see you. And hello, Angela. Hey, Morgan. So yeah, I know that we just had our full moon in Capricorn. And now we have Venus in Taurus, you guys. That's a really nice Venus aspect. So Venus is in Taurus, and it's very happy there. And it's actually in my 5th house because I have Venus in Taurus natal in my 5th house. So I'm having a very nice week. I hope you're all having a nice week. I know that full moon was intense, so some people had an amazing weekend and other people had a tough weekend because the energies were intense, right? But lucky for me and a lot of people I know, we had a really good weekend and it was productive, right? You pick A. 1. Oh, hey, honey. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Rebecca. Everybody's picking A, B, or C, right? You already got it picked out in your head, so you know what your week's gonna look like here. Oh boy. So Venus is definitely in a nice aspect for everyone. So I hope your week is starting out pretty good. Hey, Mary. I'm feeling a little tired this evening. Everybody ready? I'm seeing a lot of A's. What's up? Hey, Louise. Make sure you choose A, B, or C before I pull. Can't choose after, because then you get confused. Hey, Meredith. Looks like everybody's ready for their week reading. Their weekly reading. Alright, good. We got some A's, some B's, got a couple C's. Let's see. Alright, A's, you ready? Let's see what our A's have in store for them. I feel a few things here. A. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what my my A's advice is. Oh my. Oh my A's. Oh my A's. Alright, so my B's. Let's see what you're doing. B. Okay. Not so bad. And let's see what advice we have for our B's. Oh. We have some intense cards this week, you guys. What is going on? Alright, C's. Wow. Whoosh. Alright. What advice do we have for our C's? Oh my goodness. I feel something right there. Wow. Super intense, everybody. I'm a little surprised. I was thinking, Venus and Taurus, a little more subtle this week, but no, not getting that. Looks like the week ahead, it's still pretty intense. I do know that we have quite a few crazy aspects going on. Man, I didn't read my cards for the week yet. And I didn't choose A, B, or C. Alright, let's see. Okay. Hi there. Alright, so we have the 5 of Cups for my A's. Alright, so the 5 of Cups, if you look at it here, it looks like the Death card. Woo! It's like a coffin. Right? You got to choose A, B, or C, and then, you get your reading. So this is for my A's. We have the 5 of Cups, which is change emotionally. And whenever we go through change emotionally, we typically resist it. We typically resist any type of emotional triggers and emotional changes, right? Because emotion causes stress, usually. Even if it's excitement, it's still stress, right? So we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups means you're focusing on loss, you're focusing on grief, and you're looking at the cups that are spilled there instead of the ones that are still standing here. Now, cups symbolize emotion, love, right? Feelings. So this card is all about your feelings and how you're not dealing with them effectively. So that's for this week. It's saying that this week you're probably going to be depressed. You may be a little down, maybe a little too focused on the negative. Hey, Nicole. You're going to be focused more on the negative than you should be. So if you're an A, Virginia, this is saying that you're just focusing more on the spilled cups, the empty cups, instead of the full cups. All right? So this is just showing that you're going to be a little negative this week, all right? Nothing new there? Oh, well, you know, there's lots of ways to deal with it. So my advice card is the Seven of Pentacles, all right? So the Pentacles it's a symbol of like physical manifestation. It's a symbol of groundedness, right? You got the pentacles, right? You can see it's like a seed. He planted the seeds, they grew into flowers. And he's focused on the negative, though. So this card is saying that, you know, you should probably stop focusing on the negative of what you've sown, right? Now, you know, he worked hard here. You can tell that, you know, he's standing there with his tool, and he's like been working on it, and now, you know, the fruits came out, and then he's just like, not really happy with that. So instead of looking back, be mindful and present. And I was actually thinking about this a lot the past couple days. I've been listening to The Power of Now. If you have never listened to The Power of Now and you're depressed or focusing on the negative, I strongly urge you to listen to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And Eckhart, he is amazing, and I'd much rather listen to him than read what he says, because when you listen to him, he has a very soothing, hypnotic voice, right? And so he talks about becoming mindful and getting out of depression. He guides you in getting out of depression. Now, I'm on my third or fourth time listening to this. I first listened to it back in like 2005, and then I listened to it again in like 2011, and so, right, it seems like 5-6 years, right? Now we're in 2017, and I'm listening to it again. And, you know, I was really I've been having a lot of stress myself. And so I noticed that, you know, I started thinking too much. And the mind is you're not the mind, right? You're not your mind. You are much more than that. You're a soul. And when we focus on the mind and we allow the mind to take over too much, that's when we become depressed and anxious and stressed out and everything. So if you can come out of that and be mindful, right, and become present, then you won't be so focused on the negative. You won't be thinking too much. And so I've been personally working on that myself, becoming more present and just making the most of whatever my present circumstance is. You know, you like listening to that, Greg? I love listening to Eckhart. It's wonderful. He really guides you in just coming out of depression, coming out of the mind and the mental chatter and the issues that affect us emotionally in a negative way. So definitely for my A's, I think The Power of Now is your answer this week. I think that maybe, you know, this was probably me over, you know, the weekend. Last week I had a really tough week, and I just have been having a hard time even meditating myself. Now, I'm still doing a little bit of my exercises, but with all of the craziness that's been going on around me in my environment, it's been tough for me too. So The Power of Now has brought me out of that. I'm feeling way better, and I would love to see you guys do the same thing. If you're having that type of issue where you're focused way too much on the negative, please do something about it, whether it's meditation work and or listening to someone like Eckhart. He's amazing, and he will help bring you out of that. And he teaches mindfulness, right, in a very simplified way, in a very direct way. It's awesome. He doesn't just say, oh, just be mindful. He actually teaches you how to do it. He's one of the most amazing spiritual teachers out there today. So, thank you, Erica. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords for bees. So if you're a bee, you get the wonderful little purple Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is a card of more positive mental activity, okay? So this is saying that you have like a new idea this week. That there's something that, it's either going to be, it's something with the mental, the sword, which has to do with either communication, perception, or ideas. All right, so there's something new here. It's like a seed. This is a card of seed. Whenever you get an ace, it's like a seed. It's like something new is happening. So there's a new communication. Or, you know, this is a very spiritual card of mental activity. And with this card, it says that you can become very, very effective with developing yourself through your own control of the mind, right? So, you know, this is a card of saying either you have some new idea or new communication, new perception going on, new philosophy in life this week. Something is going to be brought to you, and it could be from the internal, it could come from the external in a way, but something new and spiritual in a way that's just very mental though, very much about philosophy, you know, Sagittarius, the 9th house, right? So this is, I think this is good. This is definitely a good card. Hopefully it's good for all of you guys. Oh, okay, Jay. Hey, Gail. Hi there, we're on B. So if you chose B, this is your card of the week. You love to be astral and don't like to deal with the waking world. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, and it's wonderful when you do ritual, you know, and you go into the astral realm and you really start working with spirit. It makes you feel way better. And a lot of times we don't want to come out of it when we're light workers, right? Because once we get there, it's like, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to that place. Right? So I'm definitely seeing something very spiritual for you this week, though, my bees. It's like something's going to come to you. It's going to come to you from spirit, some type of message. And it could come from the external, but that would still be from spirit, right? So you're going to get a spiritual message probably, something inspirational with the mind, the way you think. So this is your advice card for my bees. And so what I'm getting here, oh man, this card is the Devil, and the Devil is a card of Saturn, all right? It's a very Saturnian card. And what this is saying is that you have been feeling chained. You have been feeling very trapped. You've been feeling maybe some guilt, some type of entrapment, right? And that bondage comes from, anybody know? Where does the bondage come from? It comes from your mind, right? And if you take a look here, you can see that they are growing little horns and tails, and they're chained together loosely. So it's not like this card is like some, you know, negative, like trapped, you can't get out. They can actually get out. You see how loose it is? Right? So this is actually saying that you can get out of your entrapment and move forward. You know, this is actually a very spiritual card. This is a major arcana card. And with that inspiration that you're going to get, with that message you're going to get, you can loosen up these chains. You can take these chains off and let go of the shadows that have been bothering you. Now, whether these are other people's energies that are inflicted upon you, or whether they are your own demons, you can let them go, and you can let go of the entrapment and the snares that are making you feel very chained. You can let go of this week. This is going to be a great time to let go. Now we've just hit the full moon. We're just coming out of that. It's a great time to do ritual for letting go. So if you need to let go of something, if you need to let go of maybe an addiction, this is also a card of like addictions to physical things like sex or drugs and alcohol, escapism. It's very Neptunian, right, too. So this card is saying, you know, do something with your mind, do something with yourself, because it's very tied into this Ace of Swords here. Do some shadow work, do some deep meditation work this week. Right? Yeah, you did a chakra cleanse and healing meditation. Awesome. That's wonderful, Virginia. External situation. Oh yeah, absolutely, Greg. This can definitely, because remember, as above so below, as within so without. So yeah, this is definitely a card of being entrapped financially, psychologically. Definitely, this is definitely the card of psychological entrapment. But anything in the physical world entraps us. So it could be money, right? It could be fear. There's a card of great fear and just feeling like you can't move, right? So this is going to be a great time for letting go. And so I just suggest that you use these Cancerian energies that we're still in, and this wonderful Venus-Taurus energies, and do some good ritual this week. Ritual will just allow you to really get in touch with the astral and to let go of things and to hear your soul speak to you more clearly. Oh, good, yeah. Good, Debbie. That's wonderful. It's a great time to do that right now. Definitely, we're leading up to the solar eclipse next month, and that's going to be huge. Right, so this is a good time to let go. This is a good time to meditate and get in touch with spirit. Whenever we're in a water sign under the sun, it means you can really, you probably felt it this weekend, you could really just get in touch with spirit in such a profound way. This is a wonderful time to do so. All right, and then we have our C's. Now, if you're a C, if you chose C, we have the Four of Cups. And that means you are not listening to your own spirit guides. You are not listening this week to your own soul consciousness. Your heart chakra is not open. Your heart chakra is not clear. And so this Four of Cups is just a card of kind of being stagnant, just like, I'm not going to listen, right? It's like your spirit guides, your soul is trying to speak to you, but you are closed off this week. Something is bothering you and you have become closed off. And it could be that someone else's energies are blocking you, or maybe you have some type of attachments and energetic attachments. But something is blocking you from spirit this week, and it's probably your own fault. So, it could be that maybe you're in a situation like me where you're in a very stressful household, you know, and it's not your fault necessarily, but you're just kind of in the middle of a lot of stuff that's bugging you, and you can't hear spirit as clearly as usual, right? So this card, Four of Cups, is a card of stagnation of spirit. So the cups, remember, are emotion, they're feelings, and they're also spirit. And the way that you hear spirit is through your heart chakra, right? So if your heart chakra is not clear and open, then your heart chakra will block you from hearing spirit. And whenever you take water and you put it into like a cup or something, right, a box, it can't move, it can't flow, it gets stagnant, and then it gets bacteria and it starts attracting mosquitoes and everything. So think about stagnant water. That's what this card represents, stagnant water, stagnant chi. Your energy isn't moving. Okay. Hey, Christina. Oh yeah, Virginia, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this can be a card of grief for sure, right? Heart chakra blocks, grief. This is a card of just being very blocked so that you can't hear spirit. So that's what you have going on this week. Now, what this is saying that you need to figure out how to walk away from whatever it is that's tying you down spiritually so that you can't hear spirit. Whatever is blocking you, whatever's causing the block, you need to let it go and move on. You see this card? This is the card, this is Eight of Cups. And it's very similar energy to Four of Cups because 4 and 4 is 8, right? Now, he's walking away. You see he's leaving the cups. He's going to travel and it's dark. It's nighttime. The moon, intuition. The moon is the card of intuition. You see all the water back here, right? And all the rocks, right? Rocks are like burdens and things in the way and everything. And so he's going to travel and he's trying to let go of the Eight of Cups. He's trying to let go of the whatever is he's connected to right now emotionally, right? So this is about walking away emotionally. So this is a time for you to walk away from something emotionally. Whatever is emotionally or, you know, tying you down right now, walk away from it. That's what it's saying this week. So, you know, this block that you have going on with your heart, You got to figure out how to let that go. You got to figure out how to clear that block. And you guys know I have that tantric meditation course. It's wonderful for that. It's at vibecourses.com. I also have a ton of videos on YouTube. I have a ton of videos on brainyjoy.com. It's usually easier to find everything on YouTube. I have everything in playlist. But watch some of my meditation videos. Watch some of my stuff where I teach you how to clear these blocks. I teach you how to move the energy. Do circulation, body of light. Do the chakra clearing exercises that I teach. And this will help you tremendously, right? You'll be able to hear spirit more clearly. If you want to get into mediumship, you want to hear spirits, that's the way to do it. Tantric work. Right. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, thanks, Christina. Definitely a great time to clear blocks right now. This is a very spiritual time, a very emotional time. Whenever we're in Cancer, this is a great time to really clear, open up, get in touch with spirit. It's such an intuitive time for everyone. And a lot of people that are having trouble right now, it's because, you know, we have these aspects that are bringing things out on for people. It's like, hey, you need to pay attention to this. You need to clear this. And so a lot of people are going through a lot of healing processes right now. It's a great time to go through healing processes. And if, like I said earlier, for my A's, listen to the power of now. If you're having trouble with the B thing, with the mental stuff, do the meditation work, you know, any type of mindfulness training. And if you're a C, definitely do tantric healing to open up those chakras because you're blocked. Right? So, thank you, Elaine. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are having some emotional stuff this week, and I didn't really expect that. I expected it to be a little bit more positive, but, you know, it looks like, you know, it's still positive. It's all about self-development, but it's interesting that it looks like everybody's kind of struggling right now with something. And it's going to be a good week to let it go and to work on it and to figure out what's going to work best for you, because everybody's a little bit different. You know, some people prefer, you know, one type of meditation like maybe Kundalini. Another prefers tantric like I do. I love powerful, intense work. Tantra is my favorite. 8th house stuff, you know, Scorpio, I love it. And then some people really like more light work, you know, a little bit more Qigong. You know, I do some Qigong, but, you know, some people really prefer to just do that every day, or maybe, you know, a little bit of breath work, you know. Thank you, Nicole. Thanks, Ida. I'm glad y'all could join me tonight. Tiffany was asking me about the chakra clearing earlier. And I guess I'll quickly go over that with you guys, just to remind everybody. Hello. So the sounds of the chakras depends on which method you're going to use. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but the one way that I typically do is where I breathe in and I pull the energy up, and then when I breathe out, I chant down, right? And that's when I chant the sounds of the chakras, and it resonates. Right? So when you breathe in through the mouth, it's cooling energy, and you pull it up, so it's, and then when you get up here, you go, So those are the sounds. Now the A is for the whole head up here. You don't have to go here, here. You can actually just kind of vibrate all these together. A. And then E, it opens up the mouth of God here in the back. That opens up that throat chakra. And then, hey Gabriel, you missed the whole thing. And then the middle chakra here for the heart is Ah. And then the solar plexus here is O. The lower chakra is U, and the very bottom chakra is So, okay, see you Wednesday. So let's do it one more time. So you breathe in. And you just do that for a few minutes and you will feel way better. If you need to do a bunch of chakra clearing, more than that, you can always download my deepmeditationcourse.com. guide and watch my videos on there at deepmeditationcourse.com, and then I have my tantric course at vibecourses.com. I have a lot of stuff out there. So if you need any of my products or my services, let me know. I actually have a reading tonight at midnight. So if you're on right now, I will see you at midnight, David. And yeah, thank God for replays. So anyways, if you'd like a reading, I charge $47 for a 30-minute reading, if you'd like to spend some time with me. If you have a one-question reading where you need to get an answer for maybe doing a spell or something, then you can always just pay the $15 for that one, and I can just text you the answer on whether you should do it or not. That's for my magical people. Oh, I'm doing a reading at midnight for a client. Yeah. He's over in Cali, so well, West Coast. I don't know if he's in Cali, but he's in West Coast, Pacific. And I'm over here in Florida, so it's pretty late for me already. It's like 10:30, I guess, right now. Oh, hey there. Good to see you. All right, so yeah, that was a little bit for you guys on meditation. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, cool, Christina. Yeah, I've taught quite a bit of that on these Wednesday night videos. Usually on Mondays I mainly just do the tarot stuff, but sometimes I'll throw something else in there. Alright, thanks for joining everybody. I'll have a good night, and I will see you on Wednesday night. And I think I'll tell you guys how magic works on Wednesday night. If you're interested in doing magic or you practice magic, I will explain how it works for you, which is super interesting. I'm really into the science behind things, so I'll talk to you about that Wednesday. Aw, thank you, Elaine. Thanks, Ida. Alright. Well, I hope everybody has a good week, because I know it looks super intense for everybody. Where did those cards go? Here. Well, I shuffled them already. Oh, well. Oh, magic! Yay! I know. I love magic. I think I might do a little bit tonight. Love and light to you. Thanks for joining. Bye, everyone, and I will see you Wednesday. Love and light.